Hello everyone, and welcome back to No More Heroes on the Nintendo Wii. I am One Sheep yet again, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking on the next ranked assassin for the UAA. And this next ranked mission actually takes place in a level that you wouldn't really think it would be a level in this game. You'll see what I'm talking about as we get to it. But first, it's time for a cutscene.
Travis?
Yeah?
The next fight has been set.
Wait a sec. Why the hell you telling me this over the phone?
Why? Because I cannot decide what to wear to the association's party tonight. Big shots from across the nation will be there. This is serious business. So serious that I'm going to spray perfume on every square inch of my body.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. Your next opponent. Head for the school.
To the school? And then what?
Just go. You'll know what I'm talking about, I think.
What do you mean you think? You know, you really suck at your job.
Life is more important than some job. That is why I am busy shopping right now. You, on the other hand, are busy killing people, because that is all you ever do. What? Am I wrong?
Well, I guess not.
All right then.
Alrighty then. No, wait. Alrighty then. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that means we are now heading to the school. What? And as you can tell by here, if we go underneath our bed, we can actually swap between the two beam katanas we have access to us at this point in time. Obviously, you're going to be wanting to use the Tsubaki because, well, it's a better beam katana than the Bloodberry. It's the more... You know, it's upgraded, it's better, you get a better combo, you get more damage output, so be sure to have that.
There are no messages.
But yeah, the next level is the school, ladies and gentlemen, which is a bit of a unique level. It's really kind of... It's not a level I really expect to be in a hack and slash action game, to be honest, because it literally is going through all the hallways in the school, and it's different, you know, it's a different one, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just get on our bike and get moving. That's if I can defeat the dreaded stairs of the motel. My god. It's like it doesn't want me to progress further. Oh, and someone's getting rid... That's not cable anymore. Now, I really do like one thing about the open world part of this game is that if you go to certain areas and you can... A lot of these street signs and telephone poles you can just knock down with your bike, and... I like to do it just to be a dick, you know, it's just good, I like it, I like distraction in my video games. Am I the only one that's like this? I don't know. But anyway, I digress, it's time to head on over to the school for ranked number 8 fight. So let's do this, shall we?
What's that in your hand? A toy?
Shinobu. That reminds me of a certain type of ninja. It reminds me of Assassins, like Shinobi. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me. As you can probably guess, Shinobu is essentially going to be a kind of like a Shinobi sort of assassin. So, yeah, she's going to be quite an interesting character. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, she's actually going to be a reoccurring character throughout the series. By series, I mean both games, because at the point of time of this recording, there's only 2 games. But to start things off, let's just start destroying a lot of these mooks. And with this new Tsubaki beam katana that we have access to, one thing that I really love about this is whenever you do low attacks, and I can't remember if it's really the same with any of the later beam katanas you can pick up, but whenever you do low attacks, you'll find that you will stun enemies a hell of a lot, which means you can do stuff like this. You know, just wrestle them into submission, and you can... Honestly, you can deal a lot of damage with these guys, you know, you can take a lot of them down in a single combo. It's really a good... It's a really good beam katana to have. I cannot stress enough that collecting all the beam katanas throughout the game are pretty much mandatory. The thing is, in order to get the good ending of this game, you actually do need to pick up all the beam katanas you can buy, you know, folks, because... For some reason, they locked the real ending of the game behind the upgrade, which is the final beam katana. I don't know why. It's quite weird, you know. It's a really weird prerequisite to have to the final boss, but whatever, it exists, you know. I'll talk about that a little bit later on down the line as we get to it, because it's honestly endgame stuff. We don't really need to worry about it right now. All we need to worry about right now is going to class and stabby all of the students that want to stop us from reaching our class on time. You can't be tardy, people. You can't be late to class. You gotta get your education on. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. Let's just go into the school, and these guys are about to get schooled. Get it? About to get schooled. About to get schooled. I'm gonna say it and it'll get funnier every time I say it. I have determined from talking to my friends that this is a perfect way to make my things funny. But anyway, now we have Super Saiyan mode, so whenever we are playing as Super Saiyan Travis, like I said before, one-hit kills on every enemy. And what will essentially happen is you'll be able to strike the enemy, and then the little triangle thingy telling you to swipe your Wii remote in a certain direction will pop on the screen. Swipe your Wii remote in any direction and the enemy will just poof out of existence. They'll die. And I love the power-up. But you might notice there's loads of fire extinguishers around the area, and I advise not hitting them, especially when you have Super Saiyan mode activated, because it counts as a cutscene, and as we should know by this point in time, cutscenes disable your power-ups, which I still think is freaking retarded, but seriously. But yeah, loads of fire extinguishers around, and because there's a gameplay mechanic we're going to be seeing a little bit later on in the level. In fact, not that far into the level at all. This is actually a pretty short level from what I remember, folks, you know. But yeah, these goons by here, if they touch you, you will be caught on fire, so if you get caught on fire, go to the fire extinguisher, push the A button, and Bob is your uncle. Bob is your uncle? Bob is your uncle. Now the big problem with using the fire extinguishers is they're only a one-use thing. If you use the fire extinguisher more than once, well, you can't, because obviously it only activates one time. It's a one-time deal. So you do have a limited amount of these things around. However, if you play the game out a competent way, you're not going to get caught on fire, the enemy's not going to hurt you at all, and you should be able to get through just fine. Although these fire mooks, they always have this really annoying habit of parrying me. So I'm just about to swipe the enemy, and suddenly, no, you have to shake the Wii remote a lot more. Sucks to be you. And it's just annoying, you know? Oh, I love when I get multi-kills though. I really love when you kill more than one enemy in a single strike. It gives me that sense of adrenaline going, oh yes! Oh! Travis is the man, you know? What are you doing? Put the stick down. Great. Oh, well, with this shocking turn of events, get a shocking turn of events, because come on, at least give me that pun, for the God's sake. Anyway, we have no way to attack the enemies, so what we need to do is essentially run all the way through the hallways, dodging and weaving through all the mooks, while we're electrified. We can't hurt the enemies, and enemies can still hurt us, so just keep running, dodging everything you can. And when you reach the end, obviously you'll know you'll reach the end, because you see big glowy things like this giant exclamation mark, for example. So just run on up to here, and how about we turn off the bloody sprinkler system, because that's going to ruin our day, isn't it? There we go. I love how none of the hallway is wet after all that, and it makes sense. It's a Nintendo Wii game. They probably couldn't be bothered to make everything look wet. But, you know, everything's still dry. It's quite strange. But, yeah, like I said before, I really do like this level. Actually, I didn't say that. But I do like this level a lot, you know. It's loads of hallways, but it makes sense for it to be a hallway level, because it's a school, you know. And it's not unusual, at least in the amount of games I've played, I've never really come across to any school-based levels in games, you know. Like, the only thing that really comes to mind is maybe Crash Twinsanity and one other game. Yeah, at the minute, that's the only games coming to mind. Crash Twinsanity, where a school level is there. Of course, games like Harry Potter don't count because they are the school. The entire game's are the school, but still. You know? But yeah, apart from that one fire mook, all the mooks we're going to be fighting on in the stage are pretty much going to be the same deal that we fought all the way through the stage, you know, all the way through the game up until this point, you know? So, one thing I have to say though, I am really brought this up, is the lucky number 7. Now, I did mention the lucky number 7 will give you bonuses depending on if you actually get them during the game. But, they stack up, so if you're lucky enough to get multiple lucky number 7s in a row during a level, then those will stack up and they will multiply upon each other, so you'll be able to get even more money. But the chances of that happening are really slim. Like, I think the maximum I ever really got in a single stage is 3. I think that's the highest I've ever managed to be able to get, and I don't think I've been able to replicate that success because, dear God, the power-up system in this game is so bloody random. Seriously, it's a bit of a nightmare. It's a bit of a pest. What can I say? Oh well, what's next on the agenda? Well, we're gonna go into the school's gym because obviously, if it's a school level, why would we not go to the gym? It's like, you just expect it. But as you expect, this is basically going to be an enemy gauntlet. They're going to throw a lot of mooks your way, including... He has a sledgehammer? I never really noticed their weapon variety before. A lot of these guys actually do carry different types of weapons. It's just really inconsequential considering they all fight the same way. But, yeah, as you can guess, this is an enemy gauntlet. Take out all the enemies in the gymnasium, and once you're done, you'll be able to progress on further, and that's mainly the aim of the game. Seriously, the big problem with this sort of game to LP is the fact that it's mainly hallways and mainly fighting tons of mooks over and over and over again. And the biggest detriment to this game is the fact there's not enough enemy variety, you know? There's 3 enemy types of the entire game, as I said before. There's normal mooks, there's gun or ranged mooks, and that's basically it, you know? They never really introduce new enemy types, they never really introduce any new mechanics. What you get at the beginning of the game is essentially what you have throughout the entire game. Although I still love this fireball attack. I don't know if we've seen this before in the playthrough, but you just shoot fireballs, it destroys enemies, and the music that plays is just so good, because it's just a techno remix of the No More Heroes theme song. Which is, you know, I like it. Although, like in Super Mario World, this game likes to remix its main theme into pretty much every stage, you know? Every single stage is its own remix, its own take on the main theme song of the main game. And honestly, I love that, you know? I really do like when games do that. The only problem is, unlike in Super Mario World, this does get a little bit boring and tedious at parts if you just basically, the music serves to be nothing more than background noise, because for the most part, it's the same notes going all over again. That's all you're going to be hearing throughout the entire game. And it works, you know, it's a very catchy jingle, don't get me wrong. But I would like a little bit more variety, you know, for him to maybe chuck the techno version of the song at points, you know? Come on, make things at least a bit different. New tempos. But I digress. There won't be much further left of the stage now. We're pretty much way past the halfway point, I believe. Yeah, you hit that treasure chest that's in a school. Yeah.
Hey, Travis. Your next ranked fight begins the moment you step into that room. Win, and you'll rise to ace in rank. Lose, and an even deeper circle of hell awaits. Wipe away your tears, hit the can, pick the totter of your teeth. When you're ready, step inside. I highly doubt you'll survive this fight, but hey, there's only one way to find out, right? Give it your best shot. I am 100% certain you're returning from this battle, Travis, in a body bag. But trust your force and head for the Garden of Madness.
I love her confidence in us. I am 100% certain that you will return in a body bag. Great. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Come on, give us some words of encouragement, like, you can do it, you're the man, if you can't do it, no one can, blah blah blah, go Travis. Score a touchdown, if you will. I guess his name's Travis Touchdown, yeah, okay, I'm stopping. I assure you that's probably going to be the last pun. Of course, the puns are all I have at this point. I'm running out of commentary. I can only ramble so much in this LP, folks. But before we head on, like I said before, don't forget to pick up this luchador mask. How you can miss it is beyond me, but if you do miss it, you will be a bit less prepared for the upcoming fights, you know? And the wrestling moves, I really wish they expanded upon the wrestling moves a bit more, and that you can actually choose what ones to use at your own will, but unfortunately the Wii Remote isn't built for that sort of thing. There's not enough buttons, so I can understand why they didn't make it so you can do that.
A rankings fight?
Yeah, how about it?
All right. Will you give me a minute? Wait for me in the hallway.
Right.
Mind if we do this somewhere else?
You're the boss.
Stop checking me out like that.
You killed them?
Such a gentleman. Are you asking out of tactical curiosity? Or are you just fucking with me?
Bet they didn't offer much resistance.
You got a problem with that? You got no idea how hard it is to hide your true self around here.
Hey, I'm not accusing anybody.
A real gentleman. I just turned my back, but you didn't strike. You are fucking with me!
It's actually pretty hard to take cheap shots when your enemy is as bloodthirsty as yourself.
People like us think alike, don't we?
Shall we?
Huh? You will pay with your life! At last I have my chance. I will now avenge my father!
Something tells me you watch too many samurai movies, little girl.
Sonic sword!
Holy! What the hell was that?
Oh, the joys. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to teach Shinobu a lesson. Because we're in a school teacher lesson. Okay, I promise that one's the last one. But yeah, Shinobu by here, I honestly consider her to be the hardest boss fight in the entire game. I am not even joking. I can never read her patterns properly, and I always have such a hard time hitting her and dodging her, and she does a lot of damage to you if she hits you, you know, folks. So try to keep wailing on her as much as you can, and move out of the way and block almost everything you get a chance to block. Whenever you see her start charging up, wait for her to glow and dodge out of the way pretty much immediately. And otherwise your health will literally drop down to 0. She is devastating in terms of what she can do to you, you know, folks? Like, I have like a single full bar health. Now, this health bar, if she gets me in a very specific combo later down the line, I will be dead in a single go. She can literally one hit you, and I'm only playing on normal difficulty, so this isn't even hard mode. And I see lots of people online question how a lot of people like me have so much issues with her, because I see people really easily beat this boss, and I can't understand why, because I just can't get a read on her. I can't figure out a pattern at all. Although Shadow Step does really help out in this boss fight, and of course whenever you stun her, try your best to try and wrestle her, you know. It drains her health. Like I said, wrestling moves are your friend, ladies and gentlemen. But as she gets more damage, she'll start throwing up more attacks, and she'll become more and more aggressive as time goes on. This is both to her detriment and to make her annoying, because obviously when she starts attacking you a lot more often, she'll become a lot more open a lot more often. So you can just strike her in the back every so often. And it's usually what I feel is the best time to attack her, whenever you're facing her back, because then you can just slice at her, and you can't, obviously, she can't block her back. She's not that. She hasn't got our Jedi reflexes, which it amazes me how Travis has like near Jedi reflexes. Like later down the line, you're gonna see Travis dodging bullets and just blocking bullets. In fact, you saw him do that during the second boss fight, so I don't even know why I'm bringing it up now. It's insane how good his reflexes are, considering he's the equivalent of a generic everyday nerd, you know? Although that is one thing I really don't like about this boss fight, is whenever you do a shadow step, and sometimes she'll do a backflip just afterwards, so you start getting yourself in a string of combos, getting ready to knock her out, and you're thinking in your head, oh my god, yes, I got a chance, I can beat her, I can do this, you can do this, ah! But then she'll backflip, and suddenly, oh, thanks game, cool. But there are some health pickup, well, there's a health pickup and a battery pickup in this entire battlefield as well, so just be sure to have a look for it and pick these things up if you see them, you know, they're very handy things to have. And whenever you do eventually manage to hit good old Shinobu, one thing I recommend doing is, if you look at the side of the screen on the right hand side where the energy bar is, you'll see that the high and low icons are lighting up. That's because I like to switch between the high and low setting with my swings, because it increases my combos, you know, I can do a lot bigger combo. But whenever she's on the last quarter or so of her health, she's going to start throwing up sonic boom laser blasts at you, which will decimate your health. So whenever you see her doing, like, slicing at you or something, or if you hear her say sonic blade or something, or whatever it's called, dodge out of the way. Just keep dodging as much as you can, because otherwise it will have no fun.
What are you waiting for? Finish me!
Finish you?
Don't look at me like that! Don't!
I think there's been some kind of misunderstanding. I never fought your father.
Liar! You killed him! Sliced him in two! You sick bastard!
Whoa! Calm down a little. Jacobs was my mentor. I'd never kill him.
Liar!
I watched Master Jacobs' teachings on video over and over till the fucking tape wore out. We've never met in person.
Kill me. I admit it. I lost. Just do it!
How about kill yourself after you kill me? Sounds like a bit straight out of a samurai movie, don't it?
Shut up and kill me already! You've already dishonored me enough.
Do it yourself.
Please.
I'll fight you anytime, anywhere. Until then, I'll be waiting.
I have to say, that cutscene really bugs me for two reasons. One, her arm is meant to be cut off. That's why it looks really jarring in my version of the game, because it's censored. And two, how does Travis know the name of her master? Were they talking off screen or something, or was I not paying enough attention to the cutscene or something? Because I am pretty sure they never really spoke about the master's name, or if they worked. I don't know. Plot holes! But I digress. With that, the game's pretty much easy sailing.
Another victory, Travis. You are now ranked 8th.
You gonna kill her?
Probably not. She's still young. But I still have to follow the association's rules of conduct.
Then let her live.
Are we suddenly in love, Travis?
Hell no.
Then why take the risk of her coming back for revenge? In this business, there's no such thing as mercy.
Kill when you can kill. That's bullshit. All I want to do is fight someone better than me. She'll grow up. Why not kill her when she's stronger? Yeah, then I'll kill her.
You are sick.
So are you.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, and that's basically it. Yep, she's done. We're done with this boss fight, and like I said, she will return again later down the line. Shinobu will be back later in the series. And we've also just noticed the first arrival of Travis Touchdown's major weakness throughout this game. I'm not exactly going to spoil what the weakness is particularly, but I'm pretty sure the smart ones of you guys on YouTube will be able to think out what his actual weakness is. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this part, so thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people, and I'll catch you all next time with more side missions. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't be sheepish, people. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next time.